He was 5 years old, and something was already wrong. Not with Tenko Shimura, with the life being built around him. Most people see Tomura Shigaraki and read him the same way, a villain, the leader of the League of Villains, a man who wants to watch everything burn. Not strategically, not politically, not for a cause. He wants destruction for its own sake. That's the image, the cracked skin, the hands draped across his body like trophies, the hollow eyes of someone who has decided that nothing deserves to exist. It's easy to call him broken. Broken is comfortable. Broken implies an accident, something that happened to a person and left them this way. But Shigaraki isn't broken. He was built. And there's a difference, a precise, disturbing difference between those two things. A broken person still carries the shape of who they were supposed to be. A built person never had that shape. It was decided for them before they could speak, before they could choose. His name was Tenko Shimura. He had a family, a house, a dog he loved. He also had a dream, the kind that lives quietly in a child because it already knows it isn't welcome. He wanted to be a hero. That dream had a specific problem. His father, Kotaro Shimura, hated heroes, not casually, not politically, with a specific personal grief that had been hardening inside him since childhood. Kotaro's mother was Nana Shimura, one of the greatest heroes of her generation, a woman who gave her son away. She had decided, the way heroes often decide, that her family was safer without her, that her child would live longer if he didn't know her. She made that choice. Kotaro did not. He grew up without her, knowing what she chose over him, and he raised his own son in that wound. In Kotaro's house, the word hero was forbidden, not debated, erased. Tenko's dream existed in silence, inside a home that treated it as betrayal. He hid it, the way children hide the things they love most when they learn that love has a cost. His sister Hana kept the secret with him, but secrets under that much pressure don't stay small. The night it ended started with a photograph. Hana showed Tenko a picture, their grandmother, in a hero costume. A small act, a sisterly kindness. Kotaro found out. The argument that followed didn't end arguments. It ended something else. Tenko went into the garden. His dog came to him. His quirk activated for the first time. He didn't understand what was happening. The dog was the first, then his sister, his grandparents, his mother, his father came last, and then he was alone in the yard, surrounded by what his hands had done. 5 years old. That image, a child standing in the wreckage of his family, gets called a tragedy. But here's what most people forget. All for One didn't find Tenko after the tragedy. He found him at birth, before Tenko could speak, before he could walk, before he could choose anything. All for One stole his quirk, the one he was born with, a repulsion-type ability, the power to push things away, to create distance, to protect, and in its place, he and Dr. Garaki installed something else entirely. They took the overhaul quirk belonging to Kaichisaki and broke it deliberately. They removed the reconstruction, left only the decay. Think about what that means. Tenko Shimura was born with the capacity to protect. All for One surgically removed it and replaced it with the ability to destroy and nothing else. He never had a chance to heal. His own body wouldn't allow it. The night his family turned to dust, that wasn't fate. That was the design activating, the quirk that had been installed in him. built to destroy and never rebuild, reached a moment of emotional collapse, and it did exactly what it was made to do. There's a word for what All for One committed: authorship. He didn't exploit a broken child. He broke the child first, then waited. And when Tenko was left alone in that yard, hands wet, mind unraveling, All for One arrived, with warmth, with gentleness, with an outstretched hand. "Worthless people drove you to this," he said. Not, "This was an accident." Not, "You didn't mean to." He named it. He framed it. He gave the wound a direction. And Tenko, 5 years old, with no family, no name, no future, took the hand. Subscribe. We go deeper here, every time. The name came later: Shigaraki Tomura. In Japanese, Shigaraki Tomura, to mourn at the door of death. All for One named him grief. He didn't stop there. The hands Shigaraki wears, draped across his body like a second skin, those aren't props. Those are his family. All for One had them preserved. He gave them to Tenko as a practice tool for managing his quirk. Tenko learned to carry the people he killed, literally, on his body, every day. The clinical term for what All for One constructed is a controlled trauma architecture. Not a single wound, a system. The stolen quirk that allowed only destruction. The family tragedy timed to the quirk's first activation. The years on the street where ordinary people recoiled from his appearance and heroes walked past a suffering child. The rescue that arrived with ideology already attached. Every element reinforced the same output: nihilism, the conviction that nothing deserves to exist. That destruction isn't wrong. It's simply honest, that the world is cruel by design, and heroes are the most dangerous lie within it. Shigaraki didn't arrive at those beliefs through experience. He was engineered to hold them. His psychology is a closed loop. Every hero he encounters confirms what he was taught: that they abandon people, that power protects itself, that the system only moves for those already inside it. He cannot see evidence to the contrary, not because the evidence doesn't exist, because the person who built him designed the loop to hold. That's the difference between a broken person and an engineered one. A broken person might, with time, find pieces to rebuild. Shigaraki was given a quirk with no reconstruction built in. The metaphor isn't subtle, it is exact. He was assembled before he ever knew it, piece by piece, wound by wound, starting with the one thing that was supposed to be his own body. All for One gave him a quirk that could only decay, never rebuild, never heal, and then he gave him a life designed to produce the same result. Everything Shigaraki is, the rage, the destruction, the nihilism, isn't what happens when a person breaks. It's what happens when a person is built to break. The most disturbing thing about Tomura Shigaraki isn't his power. It's the precision. Someone understood exactly what kind of person the world needed to fear, and they made one. That is the monster within, not what was born in Tenko Shimura, what was installed.